DSM Living with Wendi Melanie Hall, and Sharon Rooney.
Good morning and welcome to DSM Living. I'm Melanie Hall, and today we've got a great show in store for you. First up, we're here at Anani talking about all the summer's hottest trends in makeup. Coming up next, Dave Helland takes us through a home remodel from start to finish. The key to a nicely landscaped yard is good design, and we're going to talk to the experts at A+ Lawn and Landscape about their design work coming up. Coming up, Modern Touches adds the perfect updates to this home south of Grand, yet preserves the historic character.
You have to try my Sam Adams Summer Ale Pork Tenderloin with apricot glaze.
Whether it's a morning cup of coffee or an evening glass of wine, this covered porch and open deck area is just a wonderful new addition to this Urbandale home, and Kaufman Construction is going to tell us all about the space.
It's that time of year again, spring cleaning for your makeup bag. Out with the old and in with a brand new, fresh look. And we are here at Anani to find out all about the latest trends in makeup. So Danny, first of all, what makeup line do you use here at Anani?
Here at Anani, we use Jane Iredale makeup. It's 100% mineral, pharmaceutical grade mineral makeup. So it's really just great for your skin.
Let's talk trends. What are we seeing going into the summer?
We've seen a lot of fun stuff this year on like the runways and the Oscars, red carpet, that sort of thing. What we're really seeing a lot of is just a pop of color. Usually we're seeing it on the lip this year.
Perfect.
We're seeing more of like a winged eyeliner, just giving your eyes a little bit of extra pop in just one step. And then we're seeing a lot of highlighting on the face as well.
Well, I am a blank canvas, so I'd love for you to get started.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Okay, so we'll start with your eyes. What I'm going to show you first is just that winged eyeliner look that's really in this year. Jane Iredale just came out with their new jelly jars, so these make putting on the eyeliner really, really easy. So I'm just going to use this angled eyeliner brush, and it's just going to make this super simple for us. All I'm going to do is kind of follow that top lash line over, and then I'm going to meet it with where the bottom lash line goes.
Okay.
So now we've made the eyes really pop.
Okay.
I'm going to do a cream blush on your cheeks.
Okay.
That's just going to help us give you a lot of luminosity.
Okay.
The next big trend that we're seeing is seeing a pop of color, and usually that's being put on the lips this year. As far as lip color goes, glosses are kind of making their way out for the time being.
Okay.
And we're focusing more on just getting that color, so a lip stain or a lipstick is really good. I'm going to use our lip stain. So that adds just a nice pop of color on your lips.
Perfect. Well, I can't wait to see how I look. Let's see. That looks great. I love the highlights on the cheeks and the pop of color on the lips. Amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Danny, what services do you offer here at Anani?
We do all sorts of makeup services here, anything from just a regular everyday makeup application to a full formal application with false eyelashes and airbrush foundation.
Perfect. And what's the best way for people to schedule an appointment?
The best way to schedule an appointment is just to give us a call. Our number is 965-0093.
Great. Thanks, Danny.
You're welcome.
Follow DSM Living on Facebook and Twitter to see behind-the-scenes photos and find out what events are going on in and around Des Moines.
Dave, you have just started this total home remodel. It's in the very beginning stages. I'm looking around and I can't even believe that you can start things from scratch like this.
This is about as major as you get on any residential project. We have completely gutted the house. We've torn off one whole side of the house. We're adding on, we're changing everything.
So why did the family decide to do a total home remodel?
Well, these folks are farmers, can't move the farm. It's here, this is home, so they're gonna make their house exactly the way they want it.
Well, this has been so fun to see in the very beginning stages. I can't wait to see the next step. So we're back. Now, the last time we were here, you were telling me that pretty much the inside had been demolished and you were working on new framing. What's going on now?
Well, the last couple months we've got everything framed, we've got our windows in, we've got all the plumbing, heating, and electrical done. There's a lot of action that has taken place, even though it doesn't look that much different.
What happens next?
Well, the next move is we're going to get insulated, then they'll start hanging drywall.
So when we come back, do I have to dress warm again?
We're going to have heat in the house, insulation, it'll be comfortable.
All right, sounds good. I can't wait to see the next phase.
Thanks.
It's been a couple of months since we were last here, and this project, this remodel, is almost complete.
Yeah, we just have a little more work to do on the exterior. We've got paint, we've got gutters, but they're actually moving in this weekend.
Really? And if I remember right, this used to be the garage.
That's right. This was the garage. We've added on a mud room and a laundry room and a new garage on the back of the house.
It's so cozy.
It was very important to the owner to have this not seem like a real cold, elegant room, and the vaulted ceiling actually, adds a lot of dimension there, but those beams help bring that ceiling down.
And everything about this home, it feels very contemporary, but there's a rustic twist to it.
She wanted something that seemed like it belonged in the country, yet there are a lot of elements in here that are not explicitly rustic. For instance, we've got these faux suspended shelves. The owner saw something in a magazine, showed us a picture, so we came up with a way. We've got these oak shelves that are mounted and stainless steel cable that's actually running through them. Kind of blends that contemporary and rustic like we talked about.
So the space we're in now, the master bedroom, bath, and closet used to be where all 3 bedrooms were.
That's right. We used to have 3 small bedrooms and 2 small bathrooms. Now we've got a very nice master suite, and we finished off the basement too.
So we're now down on the lower level, which, was anything here before?
This was not finished at all. It was just a storage room, and now we've got beautiful finished space.
And a lot of great rustic features.
Yeah, down here the rustic takes on a little more power. We've got these barn boards that were salvaged from a barn that got torn down locally. Also, we made a really cool sliding door over one of the bedrooms. Now, that's the original track from a very old barn. Took it down, cleaned it up, refurbished it, and used it to make that door.
So tell me about what goes into a project like this.
This is a big project. This is a whole house remodel, re-sided everything, re-roofed everything, added on. So it is a huge commitment for the owners to take on. It involved 6 months of planning and 6 to 7 months of construction. In order to work through a project like this and get exactly what you want, and have the perfect detailing, you have to have somebody that you can work with for a long period of time who understands what you want and is committed to working through to the very end to make sure you get that final perfect finished product.
Now, if we have viewers that are looking for that person, maybe it's you?
It'd be great. They can call me on my mobile or go to my website, hellandconstruction.com.
If you're looking for a juicy, sweet, and savory summer meal, then you have to try my Sam Adams Summer Ale Pork Tenderloin with apricot glaze. I'm Whitney with Fareway and Sensible Health. Let's get started. Today we are going to use a pork tenderloin. And I love the pork tenderloin because it's boneless, there's no waste, and it's actually leaner than a boneless, skinless chicken breast. So we are going to marinate ours, but since it's already a tender cut of meat, all that flavoring is just gonna soak into our pork tenderloin and really get deep inside of the pork tenderloin. So we don't need to worry about it not being juicy when we're all done. Since we are using an acidic marinade, you always want to use a non-reactive dish, so I'm using a glass bowl today. And for the liquid for our marinade, we are using a Sam Adams Summer Ale because it has a nice lemon flavor, but not too much, and it's really gonna brighten up the flavors and complement all of the other apricot and mustard flavors that we have in here. We need about a tablespoon of apricot preserves, 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar, a few tablespoons of yellow mustard, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, and a little bit of dried parsley. And I used the dried spices in this recipe because, like I said, the marinade doesn't have to fight to break down those outer connective tissues on the pork tenderloin. So with these dry spices, they can actually really sink inside to the pork tenderloin and flavor it from the inside out. Now just whisk this together and add your pork tenderloin, and you can marinate this for about 4 to 6 hours or even up to 8 because the beer we use as our liquid in the marinade is not quite as acidic as some marinades that are more vinegar or citrus based. So you could throw this in the morning and come home from work and have it ready for dinner. We're gonna let ours go for about 5 today. We are ready to grill our pork tenderloin, and you can see that mine has turned a little bit of a white tinge, which is fine. It just means that our marinade has tenderized our pork tenderloin a little bit, and all of those flavors have sunk really deep inside the tenderloin. So this is gonna take about 20 to 25 minutes over medium heat, but you just wanna make sure that you're watching that internal temperature. It should read about 145 degrees. While our pork tenderloin is grilling, we are actually gonna make our apricot glaze right here on the grill in a cast iron skillet, and you're gonna see a lot of the same ingredients in our glaze that I used in our pork tenderloin marinade because I want to build the flavors in this dish. That way you get the whole apricot and mustard feel throughout the entire meal. You need to start with about a cup of apricot preserves, a few tablespoons of yellow mustard, a few tablespoons of white wine vinegar, garlic powder, dried parsley flakes, and lastly, just some salt and pepper. While my pork tenderloin is cooking, I'm gonna let my apricot glaze simmer on the grill, and then when there's about 5 minutes left for my pork tenderloin, I'm gonna start basting it in that apricot glaze. Our Sam Adams Summer Ale pork tenderloin with Smucker's apricot glaze is a sweet, savory, and simple summer meal for you. If you want this recipe or any others, you can visit Fareway.com. And remember, the most important ingredient in any recipe is family.
Find us online at dsmliving.com to watch this week's episode, see other videos, and check out what's coming up on future shows.
In 1905, the Cubs were still 3 years away from their last World Series, and Teddy Roosevelt was in the White House. That's also the year that Good Greenhouses started selling vegetables in Des Moines, over 109 years ago. They are Central Iowa's largest retail bedding plant grower, with the best plants at the best prices. There are a lot of things to know to have a successful garden. You only need to know one: Good Greenhouses. This is where the professional gardeners buy their plants. For over 109 years, a satisfied gardener is a good gardener.
Sometimes the difference between just buying new things and a beautiful home is a design plan, a signature piece, and a couple of small accents. At the mansion, we know you have good taste, but probably not the time or desire to execute your own vision. Our design team is waiting to help you transform your ideas into a beautiful and functional home. Whether it's one room or the whole house, we can work with your budget and exceed your expectation. Come see us on Facebook and see what our clients have to say about working with our design team. Or better yet, stop by the mansion and let us show you how we can help.
Lucas, you guys did an amazing job combining modern features with a house that has a ton of character already in it. So what was it like working on a project like this?
The homeowner is definitely into more of that modern look, but still like the classical feel of the typical South of Grand home. So we've got a stainless steel appliance package with quartz countertops, under cabinets, LED lighting,
yes,
and this amazing backsplash.
I love the lighting because the quartz countertop has like a sparkle in it, and the lighting really pulls that out,
yes,
doesn't it?
Absolutely.
And the cabinets. Now this was kind of an undertaking for the cabinet
Yes.
by the refrigerator.
Yes.
What went on?
Well, the homeowner wanted a taller fridge, so back behind us we have a much taller fridge, so we actually had to do some modifications to this cabinet. We came up with a solution, and it looks great.
Do you have a favorite feature in the kitchen?
I love the appliances. I'm a huge cook, so
Yes.
definitely the appliances.
Marie Modern Touches did an amazing job with this bathroom. It is so relaxing and almost zen-like, just a complete spa experience in here.
The client was really going for a spa ambiance, so it was a lot of fun designing this bathroom with her.
I noticed the vanity right away.
The dark onyx stain really brings out the vanity in this room on the cherry wood, as well as the furniture style with the metal legs. And it goes very nice as a complementary to the taupe countertop, pulling out the white plumbing, as well as the chrome fixtures.
Tell us about the bubble backsplash. It is absolutely incredible. I've never seen anything like it.
Yes, it is very unique indeed.
And you brought it into the shower and tub area over here.
Yes.
And this tub is incredible. What is it called?
It is a Vibra acoustic tub.
And what does that mean?
What it means is that essentially instead of an air jet tub, it actually vibrates the water based off of your wireless device. So the movement of the water is really soothing to the body, and it has movement to it when music is playing.
Deb, you have to be thrilled with this complete transformation. Absolutely incredible. So how did you hear about Modern Touches?
Well, actually, I found them on the internet. They have a great website. First of all, the bathtub is awesome. And it was actually something I'd never heard of before until Marie and I were out picking out all of our products, and it was like, okay, that needs to go on my list.
It's a must-have.
It's a must-have. And then I will tell you the other thing that I'm thrilled about is I had this situation with a refrigerator in this kitchen, and Modern Touches actually customized this cabinet right above my new refrigerator. It looks just like the rest of the cabinetry, and I was ecstatic about that.
What would you say about working with Modern Touches?
Well, they both have great senses of humor. I enjoy that. They're very service-oriented. One of the things that was really attractive to me was the fact that I could track my project on their website. It was my customized project. I could see what some of the changes were. I could see the pictures of things I had selected. I could communicate with Lucas and Marie whenever I wanted to, and they were very responsive. So I really liked the use of that.
Lucas, Modern Touches provides a variety of services, but you guys provide complimentary design services to your customers, is that correct?
Absolutely.
So what's this process like?
Very simple. They can go to our website, fill out our contacts page, and also just stop in at our office. We're about 6 blocks east of the Ice Arena on Hickman Road.
Perfect, sounds great. Thanks, Lucas.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thanks.
Follow DSM Living on Facebook and Twitter to see behind-the-scenes photos and find out what events are going on in and around Des Moines.
We're visiting with Ken Irwin of A+ Lawn and Landscape. And Ken, this is a beautiful day to talk about landscaping. Tell us why a landscape design is important.
Landscape design is important, like any kind of design that you have. When you build a house, there are designs for it. When you build a building, there are designs. Landscaping should really be the same way. You need to plan for it, so know what plants to put where. Northern exposure, southern exposure. Know what size those plants will be when they're mature, so you don't put plants too close together so they don't crowd. That's a common problem I see now is you get them, you put them in the ground, this is the way they look from where you bought them, and you put them together with that spacing, not knowing that that shrub's going to be 9 feet tall and 8 feet wide in 5 years. So that planning is key to making any landscape look good, and which gives the curb appeal to a house. Whether you're selling a house, moving into a new house, or it's the house you're going to stay in, you want it to look good all the time.
So Ken, you sold us on the idea of a design. Tell us about what that cost is.
With A+ Lawn and Landscape, our designs and our estimates are free. We come out, we don't want to charge you for our knowledge. We want to get you to do the work with us. So that part of it is integral. We'll meet with you at your home, get you a custom plan and design put together with basically your wish list, so we know what you want and why you want it. Then we'll apply our knowledge and what we can do, knowing your conditions and what your wants are, and then get you a good design put together so you can plan for the future.
Okay, and let's talk about the plants that you use. They are said to be hardier than other typical plants that people would just go out and buy.
Yeah, that's a big deal these days. A lot of the bigger stores or retail outlets you can go to, you can buy plants. There is a difference in quality of stock. Some of the stock, like for now, it's the cool spring. You'll go from store to store and you'll have a tree that's 10 feet tall and one that's 3 feet tall. They might be the same price and the same variety, but there's a big difference. Those plants are grown from southern regions, so they grow faster or cheaper to produce. So A+ buys all of our stock from northern growers. They're hardier, they're tougher, they're acclimated to our winters. So they're going to last for you. So we have a warranty on all of our plants. Everything's warranted for a year. You can even buy a 3-year warranty because we feel so strongly on the product that we buy. There's a big difference on that.
So if you could share just one message with the do-it-yourselfer watching right now, what would you say?
Plan like anything. A good plan is what gives you a good landscape. Our knowledge, whether we just come out and meet you for a design or do a small part of what maybe you put a little elbow grease into it, we can help you out a lot. Get that knowledge out there. We have designers on staff that have been in the business for 25 years. They're certified. That little bit of help for you will make a huge difference in the future on what your yard's going to look like.
Okay, a lot of great advice from Ken at A+ Lawn and Landscape. And your website, please.
www.apluslawn.com, and that's all spelled out, APLUSLAWN.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you.
It's hot, it's cold. You never know what you're going to get with this Iowa weather, so that is why you have to be prepared. And we have Bob Oliver with us today to talk about our heating and cooling systems. Bob, what do we have going on behind us?
Yes, this is our Mitsubishi Slimline unit. It's very quiet, runs about 27 decibels of sound, and it heats, cools, dehumidifies, and also has an ionizing filter and a carpet cleaning filter for odors in the home.
Okay, so what does that mean?
That means that it's going to clean the air quality, it's going to cool, and it's going to dehumidify the home, which is even more cooling, and then it's going to heat the home.
What is the best benefit for this kind of unit?
One of the best benefits, of course, is going to be the quiet in the room. You're not having to rip your home up and get ductwork in there, and of course they're very efficient, so they're one of the leading rebates that you can get out of them. It's around $750 in rebates right away in buying one.
Sounds good. And we are here at the Home Depot here in West Des Moines, and you guys have them at the Home Depot. What's your connection with the Home Depot?
Well, our connection with the Home Depot is we're out putting in all the equipment for them, installing for the Home Depot. We are the Home Depot. So anyone that's coming in the Home Depot store and has had that great, excellent service with their kitchens, with their bathrooms, or remodeling, they're coming to us with the HVAC, and we're committed to complying with that.
It's all about trusting the Home Depot with your central heating and cooling needs, and we are here at the Home Depot. I'm with Carrie Ann. I've got a lot of great questions for her. So Carrie Ann, if people are interested in getting a new furnace or a new air conditioner, what should they do?
Well, there's a few things they can do. They can come into the store, they can talk to any of our associates here. We're all well versed in how the system works, and we can get them set up for an appointment. Real easy. Before they even leave the store, they'll know when someone's coming out to their house. Or they can go online to homedepot.com, or they can even call 1-800-HOME-DEPOT.
So is the consultation free?
It's absolutely free.
Let's talk a little bit about the contractors you use too.
We go through a very stringent process in screening all of our contractors. They represent us when they come into your home, so we want to make sure that the Home Depot name is continued to be reliable and trusted.
Speaking of the Home Depot name, why should people shop at the Home Depot?
We've been around for a long time. We are the #1 home improvement retailer in the world, and we're not going anywhere.
And I love your guarantees, so tell us a little bit about those.
Once we do the work, we take complete ownership, so we stand by everything 100%. So if in 10 years you have a problem, you call us up, we come out, take care of whatever you need.
I love it. And let's talk a little bit about financing. People are always worried about financing, so what options do you have available?
We have our Home Depot credit card, and we run various promotions throughout the year for 0% interest. Depends on when they come in as to what we're running. We also have a project loan, and they have a real attractive interest rate for people that they can get a little bit of a larger loan to do things around the house, like new heating and cooling systems.
So if people want to call you, what's your number?
My number's 515-277-1696, or you can look me up at www.boboliverheatingandair.com.
Cool, thanks Bob.
You bet.
Find us online at dsmliving.com to watch this week's episode, see other videos, and check out what's coming up on future shows.
Outdoor living spaces are a hot new trend. Devin Kaufman of Kaufman Construction has invited us to this incredible outdoor open air porch. Tell us all about it, Devin.
Well, these people came to us and they were toying whether to add on to the house or they just wanted some overflow space, and after working through some design concepts, they ended up going for a covered porch and then a deck. So they ended up with the best of both worlds, a covered area and then a deck without a roof on it, so when they want to be out in the sun, they can.
Beautiful stone supporting columns, and I can see that they're lit, and that adds to the design quality of the space, and you have carefully placed these stairs so to make coming up and down from the deck very easy.
Yeah, you see so many decks that have very small, spindly, I call them, columns underneath them, and they're not anchored to the ground. They're kind of just stuck on the back of the house. With this porch, we intentionally had put a couple steps down from the covered area, and then we put the stairs going towards the highest part of the yard, so you never have a long flight of stairs to go down.
And that's the nice thing about Kaufman Construction is you can show people exactly what it's going to look like with your design and rendering techniques.
Yes, we have a state-of-the-art CAD program and a full-time draftsman, and so we really can help you visualize your project before we start.
And Kaufman Construction has been in business for a very long time, and you want to help empower viewers to make good decisions. You have a website with 10 questions that people should be asking when they're interviewing professional remodelers. Let's talk about one of those questions.
Yeah, one of the questions is how long have you been in business? But not just that, how long has their team been together? How long do some of the other members of the staff, how much experience do they have, and how long have they been with the company? You want to make sure that the key members of the team are experienced, and even better if they've been working together for several years.
And a team concept is a great idea. I know another one of your questions involves community service, and I will just toot your horn for you. You've been recognized for Eric Carlson Award, leading a group of remodelers in finishing a home for somebody in need. And then also you've been Remodel of the Year several times.
Yes, actually I was Remodeler of the Year 3 times, also was the president of the Home Builders Association, so I do what I can to be involved in the industry.
Devin, a lot of good ideas and good information shared with us, and if you would like to take advantage of the wonderful weather and the outdoor living spaces that could be created for your own home, how can people get a hold of you?
They can visit our website, kaufmanconstruction.com, or they can certainly call us.
Okay, thanks a lot, Devin.
Thank you.
That's our show for today. Thanks for watching DSM Living. And if you've missed anything, you can catch any of our videos on our YouTube channel. And don't forget, you look great today, so go check out Des Moines. Shop local, watch local. Thanks for watching. Have a great week.
Host Apparel by Francesca's, located in Jordan Creek Mall in West Des Moines.
Follow DSM Living on Facebook and Twitter to see behind-the-scenes photos and find out what events are going on in and around Des Moines. If you want to see your company or event on DSM Living, head over to our website and fill out a simple form, or shoot us an email to info@dsmliving.com.
For you pantry lovers.
So that's your good side now?
Good hair
Am I on
side.
my good side or am I on my bad side? See, I think that's my good side. So we're gonna have to both.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to both look away from each other.
On our YouTube channel. And don't forget, you look great today.
It's flowing today, baby.
The bathroom's amazing.
Sounds good. I'm going to go back and check
Let's
it
go.
out.
Since the beer is a little less acidic than some, Mama, I really want to get this line out.
You think it was good?
Oh, that's good.
That's all I needed to hear.
That's a wrap.